We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Ian Happ, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Drew Smyly out of the state of Arkansas is on the hill here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Into the box now, Brian Reynolds. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. Hits this one hard the other way. Reined in. And that's out number 1. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutcheon. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
So now to the plate, Tucupita Marcano, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
That is third. The third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Digging in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That is fourth. The first baseman, Connor Jones.
Standing in now, Connor Jones, as he rips it on the ground to second. He's got it. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Luis Ortiz, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, short and sweet isn't what you want from your starting pitcher. How about in his last one, he only lasted 2 innings and was tagged for the loss. So I'm sure they're looking for much improved effort in this one here today.
Chris Owings will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 38, Chris Owings.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now.
The right fielder.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
Castro is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 14.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Back in standing. In now, Suzuki, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game 1 of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher. Just go ahead and challenge him.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless, and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Batting third.
To the plate now, Matt Merker. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Bases are empty here, nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Into the box, Cody Bellinger. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-0.
2-0 now.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Merker aboard here at first with nobody out. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Dansby Swanson is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Two and 0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Two 2-0 count. The pitch finds the zone, strike one. Still only one out in the inning. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
The 3-1 pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball four.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game where he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Patrick Wisdom, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And a relay home. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. Stepping into the box, Christopher Morrow. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First offering on its way. This pitch is popped up. Owings has a play. And the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 3-0 Chicago. And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying
a swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 1-1. Here it comes.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andrew McCutchen. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And it's fouled away. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Chris Owings now. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone, and this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Bellinger's got it. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on.
1-1.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Brian Reynolds, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 out, bases loaded. And it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Pirates leave them loaded. They trail it here 3-0. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Drew Smyly.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3 and 2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Andrew McCutchen. You want to reach superstar status, you finish high in MVP races, you hit homers in the gaps, and you have a way of playing Gold Glove defense, and that's what Andrew has done pretty much his entire career.
So now to the plate, Ian Happ, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game, and you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Now at the plate, Suzuki.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First delivery to him on the way. Pitch out, nothing doing. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Two balls and a strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
The first baseman, number 22, Matt Merker.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Merker. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. One ball and 2 strikes the count. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
3-2 pitch. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high.
Into the bleachers and gone.
So a 3-run shot to right center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, teams have absolutely been teeing off on him the last couple of games. He gave up 3 bombs last time out, and he's already given up 2 here in the early going. You want your pitchers to be consistent, but not consistently bad.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Number 36 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
For the Pirates, number 36. The center fielder, number 24, Cody.
So here's Cody Bellinger. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. Here it comes. Dansby Swanson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Count is 1-2 now. Now the pitch.
That ball's foul.
3 runs already home here. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. We've played 2, and this is now a 6-0 ball game. next for the Buccos. Castro, he starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Barnhart goes to get it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Striding in once again, Ke'Bryan Hayes. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hayes has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge...
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
0 for 1 here in the early going. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. He's set. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. It might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. Pirates leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
Striding in, Patrick Wisdom as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in now, Tucker Barnhart. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now batting, number 5.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Christopher Morrow. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Runners on first with 1 down. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The pitcher, number 11.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
From the belt, the pitch. Drew Smyly is around to bunt here, but he can't connect, and it's strike 1.
He doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach right here. That sac bunt is definitely staying on.
And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
The next Cub up, Ian Happ. And looking at the numbers, he's on a pace for over 50 homers this year.
Yeah, he's had an amazing season up until this point. I know we got about 5 or 6 weeks left in the regular season, but he's certainly on pace to have one of those special seasons. 50-plus homers. There's a handful of guys that get that done.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Second and third, 2 away. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 8-0.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
At the plate, Suzuki, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Here's the 0-1.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 8 and the Pirates nothing. Ready for another chance? Andrew McCutchen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. It looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. Bellinger is right there, 1 down.
Up next for the Pirates.
All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. In now, Chris Owings. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. This is on the ground over to first, right to him, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The catcher, number 55, Jason DeLay.
Coming to the plate now, Jason DeLay, a base hit in his first trip. And the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Hit in the air to right field. Suzuki is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Still 8-0. Settling in now, Matt Merker.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Matt Merker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
The center fielder, number 24.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. And the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Smoke toward the hole. Owings is there. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there, as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Number 16.
Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom. Fouled straight back. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Back up the middle, and that will be a base hit here for Santana. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And Reynolds has himself a base hit.
Now that's number 15.
Into the box, Castro, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he falls behind 0-2. Castro is certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
In the dirt here, and a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Fouled off. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
One there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Digging in once again, Ke'Bryan Hayes, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Men on third with 2 down. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
That misses. 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now an 8-1 game. The tag. Johan Ramirez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Ramirez.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here it comes.
Ball back outside.
And he got him. Now at the plate, Christopher Morrow.
Number 5.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single.
The left fielder, number 8. Ian Happ.
Standing in now, Ian Happ. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
So striding in, Suzuki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. this is foul right side. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Liner toward right center. Andujar is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Connor Jones. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. He's out. So an outstanding play at short to take away a potential base hit there. And with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And we see there that they're currently ranked 3rd best in that category in the NL. Ready now, Miguel Andujar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. The 0-1 delivery. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Wisdom is there. 2 down.
The batter, the center fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's out.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short.
Swanson picks it up.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the rookie first baseman, Matt Merker.
First baseman, Matt Merker.
Now here's the pitch.
Yeah. Outside, that's the ball.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. The 1-1. Bounce to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Got a full count.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to third. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
16.
So now to the plate, Patrick Wisdom, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. 2 down, runners at first and second. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Striding into the box, Chris Owings.
The second base.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 55, Jason DeLay.
At the plate, Jason DeLay. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. That misses 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Johan.
Number 65 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
65.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. He'll come in here at 263. 3 homers and 15 RBIs. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Popped him up. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail big. It's 9-1. Jose Hernandez enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jose.
Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Christopher Morrow. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball here headed out toward McCutchen in center. 1 pitch, 1 away. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Drew Smyly. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Line drive to center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. He's set and the pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Hernandez certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches. Happ with a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 home. 3-1 now. Suzuki would be next. Bonnie bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike in the inning. Mark Leiter is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 38.
Brian Reynolds will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. No balls and 1 strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate, Castro. And this will be fouled away. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Stepping in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0-1 the count. Runner at first here, one man out. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
A shot down the first baseline. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Line towards center field. Bellinger is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Jones, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit out towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 men are on with 2 men out. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll. So in now for Chicago, Suzuki.
For the Cubs, the right fielder, number 27.
First pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
In now, Matt Merker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. A 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's...
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right up to that guy, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Runners are at first and third with none out. High chopper to third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 2-2. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is McCutchen, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
At the plate now, Dansby Swanson, as he'll take a look at ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
First and second here with nobody out. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
The 2-0.
That's ball 3.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Patrick Wisdom will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. From the stretch, and a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Two and 0 now. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as well, and he is in there.
I thought this was getting ugly when they scored double digits in runs, but they tack on a couple more here to make it an even dozen. You're going to win about 99% of the games when you score 12 runs. Simple as that.
So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 0-2. And that one got a piece of him.
Now batting, number 5.
Now to the plate, Christopher Morrow. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Now
Into the box now, Mark
pitcher.
Leiter. And he's
You're at
Eric
53.
Hosmer will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 51, Eric Hosmer.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder,
Coming to the plate now, Ian Happ. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to center field. McCutchen looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 42 on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
When you play with the big part of the field, it doesn't surprise me that you lead the league in home runs. That was an absolute bullet to dead center. What an impressive swing.
Now batting, number 27.
Standing in now, Suzuki, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Now with the plate, Matt Merker. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Robert Stevenson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Cody Bellinger, for his career in this matchup. He's got 1 hit in 16 tries. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. First pitch on its way. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Bellinger hits a little over the 270 mark. The 0-1 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fouled off. Pitch popped up. Castro waits on it. And that ends the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. We're back to Friday. Brad Boxberger comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Leading off for pitch.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Second baseman.
Digging in now, Chris Owings. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, Dan, obviously good game plan by the offensive team. Bunch of knocks, but they can't seem to get any runs going.
Boy, I'd say that's a pitcher, Dero. You're always trying to minimize the damage. Lots of traffic, but so far, very little to show for. You wonder how much longer he can keep this up.
Boxberger, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Josh Palacios will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 out with the man at first. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. At the plate, Brian Reynolds, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now that's popped up. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
16-3 tonight. The Chicago Cubs seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Drew Smyly earns win number 4 on the season. Luis Ortiz permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.